kanyang naging bayad para po sa ating katubusan. So, thank you for skillfully reminding us of that price. Okay, so it looks bright and happy, here tonight. So, there's really a big difference with the newly installed LED lights. So sana makita rin natin yung liwanag ng katotohanan ng salita ng Diyos. So it's our Lord's Supper tonight. So as we remember to fulfill itong ordinance ng Panginoon before we take communion, so let's remember our emphasis as a church. This month of September and October, we're doing an emphasis on stewardship. So, hindi lang po ako, our men, the deacons, yung mga nagsasalita po rito, as they can, they also remind us of our part, as steward. And it just so happened po, that I just got finished tama-tama po with reading and also memorizing. I'm down to 40% siguro ng Malakay, Book of Malakay. So I'm doing this now from chapter 4 to chapter 1. So sometimes I do that minsan pag nagbabasa ako ng dyaryo, I just don't know. I start at the back. Okay? So anyway, ngayong gabi po, tingnan po natin ito po from verses 13. Verse 13 until the last verse of chapter 3. Chapter 3, verse 13. Your words have been stout against me, saith the Lord. Yet ye say, what have we spoken so much against thee? Ye have said, it is vain to serve God. And what profit is it that we have kept his ordinance, and that we have walked mournfully before the Lord of hosts? And now we call the proud happy. Yea, they that work wickedness are set up. Yea, they that tempt God are even delivered. Verse 16, then they that fear the Lord spake often one to another, and the Lord hearkened and heard it, and a book of remembrance was written before him for them that fear the Lord and that thought upon his name. And they shall be mine, saith the Lord of hosts, in that day when I will make up my jewels, and I will spare them as a man spareth his own son that serveth him. Then shall we return and discern between the righteous and the wicked, between him that serveth God and him that serveth him not. So, of course, chapter 3 is famous for verse 10 and 11. And oftentimes, the context of 10 and 11 about tithes and offerings is often overlooked. So, mahalaga po, mga minamahal, na tingnan po natin yung kabuuan. It's not just about, tithes and offering. It's, in general, about serving God. And there are two kinds of people na makikita po natin, dalawang klaseng tao na nagsuserve sa Panginoon. And I'm sure one of them is here tonight in our service. One of you, or some of you, I should say, yung ilan po sa atin ay andito ngayon, because alam natin yung obligation po natin. In a sense, that's not bad. Hindi ko masama yun, na ito po ay tungkulin po natin. But we could go further. So there are two kinds of people that serve God. Those that genuinely serve Him, and those who serve, they do things for God, pero hindi naman talaga sila naglilingkod sa Panginoon. So meron pong bintang ang Panginoon dito. The Lord charged them with another thing. Okay? Sa verse 13. May sinabi sila against the Lord. Sabi ito, your words have been stout. So ibig sabihin po ng word na ito, yung matigas. Okay? Parang matapang. Sabi nga sa Tagalog, pabalang. So nakarinig na ba kayo yung tao ang magsalita ng yung pabalang? So, you can imagine that they are doing this, before the Lord. Okay? So that's already bad enough na sila po ay nagsasalita ng bagay na laban sa Panginoon sa kaparaanan po na sila po ay pabalang, na wala pong respeto, na hindi nila inisip na ang kausap po nila, because even according to them, it's the Lord of hosts. Okay? Yahweh of hosts, of the armies. Diba? So isipin mo, magsalita ka laban sa isang commander-in-chief. Okay? In this way. So, but of course, sabi po nila, what have we spoken so much against thee? So ano ba yung sinabi namin? Okay, so they want to know. Okay? Gusto nilang masabihin natin na minsan pag mayroong pagtatalo, di ba? Minsan, hindi ko naman sinabi yun. Okay? Hindi ganun ang pagkakasabi ko. And what they're saying here, what have we spoken so much against thee? Ye have said, okay, ito po yung kanilang sinabi. And by the way, these are people, okay, who are serving God. Sabi po dito, it is vain to serve God. Ang paglilingkod sa Panginoon Diyos is useless. Okay, empty. Okay, so I hope that's not how you feel tonight. Okay? So ano bang makukuha natin pag tayo ay nag-serve sa Diyos, pag tayo naglingkod sa Panginoon? So they're saying, it is vain. It is empty to serve God. Now that's a very serious accusation against God. Because ang ibig sabihin po nun, mga minam, did not God say to them, okay, I will bless you? Pero sabi nito, what profit is it that we have kept His ordinance? Okay, so like tonight, we are observing an ordinance of the church, the Lord's Supper. There are two, baptism and the Lord's Supper. So ano napala natin? Ano napala natin nung tayo ay sumunod sa Panginoon? To be identified with Him in believer's baptism. Ano ang napala natin by being here tonight and observing the Lord's Supper? So meron ba tayong did we gain something? So that's just immediately applying yung pong yung question, is it vain? Is it useless to serve God? Pero ano ba sabi ng Panginoon sa kanila when they do His ordinance? Hindi ba ang sabi niya sa verse 16, and prove me now, okay, herewith say the Lord, if I will not open you the windows of heaven and pour you out a blessing which there shall not be room enough to receive. So ang Panginoon po nagbigay ng hamon sa kanila, subukan nyo. Okay? And I will bless you. I will open the windows of heaven. You'll not have any room to receive this blessing. Now they're saying, okay, ginawa namin yung pinag-uutos ng Panginoon Diyos, and we got nothing. Okay? Wala tayong napala. So they said they kept His ordinance. So, ang context po nito, of course, yung nauna, yung tithes and offerings. And of course, tonight, if we may apply yung ating ginagawa po ngayon, we attend the service, and knowingly, we are going to observe the Lord's Supper. So, pinaghahandaan po natin dapat ito pong gagawin natin ngayong gabi. So, malungkot po yun, mga minamahal. Kasi parang sinasabi nila, ay nagsisinungaling ang Diyos. Because sabi ni God, prove me now, and I will bless you. And then sinasabi nila, wala naman nangyari. Okay? So should they get a refund or something? So what is this about? Now, it's about serving God. Okay, so naglilingkod sila sa Panginoon. And they are even comparing themselves. Hinahalin tulad nila, kinukumpara nila yung kanilang sarili. Na naglilingkod sila sa Diyos at kinumpara nila yung sarili nila doon sa mga hindi naglilingkod sa Diyos at gumagawa ng mga bagay na masama. And we see that sa verse 13 of 15. And now we call the proud happy. Yea, they that work wickedness are set up. Yea, they that tempt God are even delivered. So ito yung sinasabi ng Panginoon, stout words. Very strong words. That sinasabi po nila, na buti pa yung mga gumagawa ng kasamaan. Yung mga hindi sumusunod sa Diyos. Hindi sumusunod sa kautusan. Hindi ba? They are proud. Hindi ba? They are happy. And they get away with, with their disobedience. Pinagmamalaki pa nila. Nilagay pa sa Facebook. Okay? Sabi nyo, ang galing ko, hindi ako inuhuli ng mga pulis. Well, that's not only proud, that's also foolish. Okay? Exempted ako sa huli. So they are, proud, and happy that they get away with, such things. Sometimes mas malaki pa. Yung iba nga mas grabe, hindi naman napaparusahan. So buti pa sila. So this is how these people think, and they express themselves in such a way. So totoo ba? Nagsinungaling ba ang Diyos na I will bless you? Totoo ba na mas mabuti pa yung mga tao na gumagawa ng kasamaan? Mas mabuti pa yung ayaw maglingkod sa Diyos? Is that really true? Well, we see that. Okay? But, yun nga po, hindi pa naman tayo tapos. Okay? And we will see later, na we have to discern, okay, dapat salain po natin, we have to discern those that truly serve God and those who think, akala lang nila, naglilingkod sila sa Diyos. Because sinasabi po rito, mga minamahal, and this is the key. Because in verse number 14, kung mabalikan po natin, sinasabi nila, it is vain to serve God. What profit is it that we have kept His ordinance and have walked mournfully before the Lord of hosts? Pansinin niyo po, They said that they walked before the Lord. How? Mournfully. And I think that's the problem. That's the real problem. Okay? So sila po ay malungkot. Okay? Na sila ay lumalakad ayon sa kagustuhan ng Panginoon Diyos. So they're serving God, but the problem is the kind of attitude that they have in serving God. Sabi po rito, they're doing it mournfully. Diba? So sila po ay nagdadalamhati. So nabibigatan sila sa ginagawa nila. Yes, they're serving God. They have kept His ordinance, but they do it with a heavy heart. Ang bigat sa kanila. Mabigat. It is a burden for them because to them, it's just an obligation. So sa kanila, responsibilidad nila yon. It's an obligation. They do it because they have to. And you know what? If you do something dahil kailangan mong gawin, there's no reward for that. Okay? There's no reward. Because ang tawag po doon, what you expect is actually a wage. Kapalit doon sa ginawa mo. So ginagawa mo yung isang bagay at iniisip mo yung kapalit. So ano ang kapalit ng aming paglilingkod sa Panginoon Diyos? You see, they are not doing this willingly. They are doing it mournfully. So when they bring their tithes into the temple, so, malungkot sila. Okay. Ang hirap naman ito. Pero kailangan Kasi sabi ng Panginoon, magnanakaw ako pag, di ba? Wow, okay. So they do it. Okay. And then they expect God to bless them. Nahihirapan nga ako Yun nga ang dapat makita ng Diyos. Nahihirapan ako, di mas lalong dapat ako mag-expect. No. Actually, kabalikiran po sa Diyos. God is going to bless you if you do things willingly, and cheerfully. Because what does the New Testament says? God loves a cheerful giver. So if you don't do it cheerfully, don't do it at all. Yes, it's still your obligation. Okay? Kailangan mo pa rin gawin. But you're not going to have any blessing dahil ginagawa natin ang isang bagay, yung paglilingkod sa Panginoon, na para bang sinasabi natin ganito, di ba? Para bang pag tayo naglilingkod sa Diyos, sa gawain po niya, parang tayo nagbabayad ng kuryente o nagbabayad tayo ng buwis. Alam ko, kailangan gawin ko ito, pero ang hirap. Nako, may bill na naman, magbabayad na naman ako ng Meralco. Nako, parang, ang bigat sa loob, di ba? Now, if that's the way, you serve God, there's no reward. Okay? Kasi kahit sabihin natin may katumbas po yun, yung paghihirap po natin, it's not going to make God happy. Because we're not. Because we're hurting. And I don't agree with and of course I've heard this, and maybe it's taken out of context, pero I've heard the saying, give until it hurts. Give until it hurts. Pag hindi pa masakit, then hindi ka pa talaga nagbibigay. No. Give until you are happy. Dapat masaya ka. Kasi kung ginagawa mo yung isang bagay at hindi ka masaya, hindi ba? Mas mabuting huwag mo nang gawin. And that's a principle that applies to everything that we do for God. You know, when we worship, when we observe the Lord's Supper, when we share the gospel. So ginamit ni Pablo itong principle na ito, no, sa 1 Corinthians 9:16. Sabi niya, "For though I preach the gospel, I have nothing to glory of, for necessity is laid upon me. Yea, woe unto me, if I preach not the gospel." Sabi po ni Pablo, it is a necessity para po sa kanya. Pangangailangan po yan. He has to. Tinawag siya ng Diyos. At sabi niya, aba ako, kawawa naman ako, kung hindi ko gagawin yung bagay na pinapagawa sa akin ng Diyos. Verse 17, "For if I do this thing willingly, I have a," what? A reward. "But if against my will, a dispensation of the gospel is committed unto me." So, ibig sabihin, yung bagay na pinapagawa sa kanya ng Panginoon, kailangan niyang gawin. May reward o wala. So, where does the reward come in? When you do it willingly. Lahat po ng bagay na ginagawa po natin para sa Panginoon, has to be done willingly. And of course, sometimes, there are days na we have to drag ourselves out of bed. We have, kailangan pumunta sa church eh. Mahirap. Okay? That's a reality also. Meron pong challenge sa paglilingkod sa Panginoon. Pero the timeless principle na makikita po natin dito, God loves a cheerful giver. There is no reward when we do something unwillingly. Pero hindi naman ibig sabihin po doon na palaging madali o magaang ang paglilingkod sa Panginoon Diyos. Talagang merong mga pagkakataon na mahirap talaga. It tests, our desire and our willingness. Pero pansinin po natin, yung mga tunay na naglilingkod sa Panginoon Diyos. At sila po ay nahihirapan. Kaya ano po ang kanilang ginagawa? Ano po yung kanilang activity, if I may say that, sabi po rito sa Malakay chapter 3 verse 16, "Then they that fear the Lord spake often one to another, and the Lord hearkened and heard it. And a book of remembrance was written before him for them that fear the Lord and thought upon his name." So those that fear the Lord and thought about his name or thought about God. So andun po yung pagpapahalaga nila sa Diyos, na ang iniisip po nila is about God. It's not about them. Okay, yung ginagawa po nila na paglilingkod, is for God. Pero sabi po dito, that those that fear God and think about God, often speak one to another. So sila po ay nag-uusap. Okay? So hindi lang sila basta nagsasalita na, ang hirap naman. Okay? Hindi lang sila basta-basta nagreklamo. Those that truly serve God, they speak with those who are also genuinely serving God. So, ibig sabihin po, sometimes we are affected by what we hear. Sometimes it's a good advice, to avoid people who are, negative. Okay? So parang, so parang puro nasa Panginoon nga sila pero they're not happy. hindi sila satisfied. Okay? And you know what? Sometimes, you may just have to okay, withdraw from somebody like that. Okay? Pero, meron ka namang makausap na, alam mo, Brad, nahihirapan din ako eh. That's why we speak one to another, to encourage one another. And pray for one another. You know what? I see that happening in this church. You know, why do you think we come to prayer meeting? Is it simply because it's our obligation? No, we look forward to the time na, okay, makakausap ko si sis o si brother, you know. Parang merong sunog, ano. Maybe we could, hindi naman siguro sa atin yun, ano. Doon ba? So, kasi meron tayong fire drill, ano. So, iniisip ko na yung ating evacuation, plan. Okay? So anyway, it's a bit toxic, yung fume. So anyway, yeah, so there are people, na nahihirapan sila, pero nakaka-encourage. Okay? Pero magpatuloy tayo. Di ba? Ipagpipray kita. Pag-pray mo rin ako. You know, and I see that in our meetings. Di ba? Minsan mas mahaba pa nga yung sharing sa prayer. Pero you know what? There's another person present when we speak to one another. Ang sabi niya po rito, the Lord heard it. The Lord hearkened. Pag nagpe-prayer partner po tayo at nag-uusap po tayo, and you share some things that, challenges your faith, God is listening. Yeah, kailangan pa rin tayo mag-pray, of course. Okay? Pero, you know what? Just sharing each other's burden during those times, sinasabi po rito, the Lord hearkened and heard it. Not only that, a book of remembrance, okay, was written before Him. So, meron pong record ang Panginoon. Kasi alam ng Panginoon yung sinasabi ng mga tao that speak stout words against Him. He notes it when they say it is vain to serve God. At yung mga pinag-uusapan po, ng mga meron takot sa Diyos, nagilingkod sa Diyos, and meron po silang mga kabigatan, narinig din ng Panginoon yun. At sinusulat niya po yan sa isang book. Hindi ho Facebook. Okay? Pero isipin niyo po, nababasa ng Diyos. Minsan, yung mga nababasa ko sa Facebook, nahihiya ako. Sometimes I would like to say, I'm just here to read your comments. Okay? I'm just here. Just to let you know, okay, I'm here. Kasama doon, puro negative na nga. Ang dami pang like. Negative na nga ang pinagsasabi. Ang dami pang like, So, wow. Pero sabi ito, they that feared God spake often one to another, and the Lord heard it, and writes a book of remembrance. So, para saan kaya yung book na yun? Towards the day of judgment. Every vain words that we say shall be accounted for in the day of judgment. Okay, kahit i-edit mo pa yan, kahit i-delete mo pa yan, di ba? Naisulat mo na, alam na ng Diyos yan. Hindi na mawawala po yan. And God is going to hold us accountable for those words. Okay? So kaya nga po, it's good to fellowship. Okay, with those people who are not cynical about their supposed service to the Lord. Okay? So when we come together to encourage one another, to pray for one another, then the Lord hears about it. And the Lord takes note of what we do. So kung talaga naglilingkod po tayo sa Panginoon, our fellowship must be with those who also serve God in order to encourage them. At ano po ang sabi ng Panginoon at the last? In verse 17 he says, "And they shall be mine with, saith the Lord of hosts, in that day when I make up my jewels, and I will spare them, as a man spareth his own son that serveth him." So in the day of judgment, of reckoning, God is going to spare us. And sinasabi po rito, because they are like, sabi po rito, jewels. So meron ba kayong jewels, jewelry? Gold, silver, gems. Those are precious possessions. They are special. Okay? So ano ang tingin ng Panginoon sa kanila? Those that fear the Lord, that spake one to another, sinasabi po rito, para silang mga jewels. They are my special possession or treasure. Wow. Okay. Would we not like to be God's treasure? Well, when we serve God willingly, then that's what we are. "And I will spare them, as a man spareth his own son that serve him." So, hindi lang siya parang katulad ng isang jewel, but he is a son that serve him. Di ba? And may I inject into that, the idea of truly serving God. You have to be willing. Okay, so katulad ng isang anak na naglilingkod sa kanya. Willingly. Not because, he has to. Sometimes, our children, they do things because you tell them. And sometimes they don't do what you tell them. So malungkot tayo, syempre. And even upset pag may sinabi ka sa anak mo, tapos hindi niya ginawa. Pero alam nyo, isang malaking kasiyahan sa magulang yung, ginawa mo yan? Wala naman ako sinabi sa yung, gawin mo yan. Hindi po. Gusto ko lang gawin. Di ba? Pag meron kang anak at binigyan ka ng, birthday ko ba? Hindi naman. So wala lang. I just want, to do this for you. So is that not something that we want to do for God also? So sinasabi niya, "They shall be my jewel, and they shall be like a son." So isang malaking kagalakan, na meron kang anak na naglilingkod sa iyo. Okay? Diba? Sino nagsaing? Oh, okay, good Hindi ko naman sinabi yun. Sino naghugas ng plato? Okay. So, hindi yung ikaw, sino ba? Diba? So, yeah, they just do it, not because you tell them, but because they want to. Diba? Willing sila. So, yun po ang mensahe po natin ngayong gabi. So, ang merong tunay na reward sa Panginoon are those who truly serve Him out of a cheerful and a willing heart. Sige po. So, ngayon po ay bago tayo before we partake of the Lord's Supper, so it's time for us to pray. And it's time for us to examine ourselves. So, are we here tonight out of our own volition? Are we here because we have to, or andito ho ba tayo dahil meron tayong takot o pagpapahalaga sa Diyos at because we want to please God. And it's even more precious kung mahirap yung paggawa po natin, but we could still do it cheerfully, and willingly. Okay, so magkaroon po tayo ng ilang sandali ng silent prayer before we partake of the Lord's Supper. So tayo po ay manalangin.